Hi, hello everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Go F.O.C. Yourself, our final order cutoff show here at Comics Beat. My name is Brandon Schatz. I co-own Variant Edition Comics and graphic novels and comics. Such a habit. Up here in Canada, my co-host Jim is here. She was taking a nap and has decided to be on screen now that I am doing the show. Gotta love cats. She might end up pressing some of the sound buttons. Who knows? You're doing great, baby. Come on. All right. So, a lot of weird stuff happening this week. Diamond has an entirety online experience, anyways, is completely shut down right now. Has been all day. Something's gone very wrong, as the only communication that was sent out from Diamond ended up coming from an outside source to be like, hey, Diamond shut down. The offices are closed today due to technical issues. So there's no final order cutoff information from Diamond right now. I don't have anything prepped. And even if I did, the F.O.C. list isn't finalized until Friday mornings here. So not helpful. So I don't have any Diamond final order cutoffs to go over, but I do have a lot of other final order cutoffs to go over. And a trend for a lot of these books. Now, I don't have ship dates usually at the ready for all of these books. It's just basically what's on final order cutoff right now. So many of these books are coming out mid to late December. And that's a fair ways to order in advance. That's like 5, 6, sometimes 7 weeks. That's a lot. There's a lot happening right now. A lot of it is impending holiday stuff. A lot of it is anticipating some horrible shipping delays. And a lot of it has got to be just claiming spots in the printing schedule, honestly. This is how single issues are going to be, at least through the end of the year, probably through a bit of January, February too. There's going to be a lot of hangover here. And so ordering books is going to be a nightmare, an absolute nightmare right now for single issues. For graphic novels, not as much. Graphic novels, you kind of get more of a sense of, so that kind of works out a lot better. Yeah. You want to be on the show, or what do you want? Okay. So let's do a little bit of screen share here. As with my latest show that I did, it was a couple weeks ago. I did take last week off because my grandmother passed away, and I was definitely not around a computer. I was at her funeral when this would have aired. So I don't think that would have worked out really well for anybody. So yeah, live from Brandon's grandma's funeral. It's the final order cutoff show. It went over really well with everybody, I'm pretty sure. Make sure the screen shares. Make sure the screen shares. We're going to Penguin Random House. As usual, now we're not going to dig into every new number one. We're just going to talk about a few things that we're excited for. The Batman Urban Legends Volume 1 here. The anthology book is getting its first collection with a lot of stories anchored by Chip Zdarsky, Batman, a 6-parter. Why, thank you, Jim. This is not helpful at all, but I appreciate you being here. The Fables Compendium 4 would wrap up the entire run of Fables. The first collection of Harley Quinn from Stephanie Phillips and Riley Rossmo. Good old Canadian boy, Riley Rossmo. Really like that guy. It's about Harley trying to do good when, she's been associated with the Joker and he just murdered a whole bunch of people. The Rorschach full collection from Tom King and Jorge Fornes. A wonderful book. And finally, I guess, an answer to the bros who came into the store. This is a couple stores ago, having watched Watchmen and going, oh, what other books do you have with Rorschach in it? It's like he was only in the one book, and they were upset, very upset, and called me a liar. Well, now there is something for them, and I don't think they would like it because it is not sort of like murdery. Really, it's more like intrigue. Intrigue. I'm very excited for coming back. It is part of the Random House graphic line, and it is probably the best line of graphic novels on the market today. I know, Jim. You can't rest your head on my fingers while I'm trying to do mouse stuff, though. It's a little weird. I love it, but it's weird. A beautiful graphic novel fantasy romance that follows two young women who have to go on their own separate adventures to discover the truth about themselves and about each other. Preet is magic. Valicia is not. Everyone in their village has magic in their bones, and Preet is the strongest of them all. Without any power of her own, how can Valicia ever be worthy of Preet's love? When their home is attacked, Valicia has a chance to prove herself. But that means leaving Preet behind. On her own for the first time, Preet breaks the village's most sacred laws and is rejected from the only home she's ever known and sent into a new world. Divided by different paths, insecurities, and distance, will Valicia and Preet be able to find their way back to each other? A beautiful story of two young women who are so focused on proving they're meant to be together that they end up hurting each other in the process. This gorgeous graphic novel is an LGBTQ romance about young love and how it can grow into something strong no matter what obstacles get in the way. What else do we got here? Oh, the second Montauk twins. Okay, so the Montauk twins is a wonderful young adult, kind of like Bobbsey Twins, Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew style, with a lot of creepums mixed in. Outstanding first volume. Very excited for the second volume to be coming out in December from the looks of it. Ooh la la. King Conan starts up for those of customers who have been jonesing for some more Conan. Oh my goodness! Is this for real? Oh my goodness. Sorry, Penguin Random House and Marvel are actually putting the ratio numbers in with their variants. This is big. I mean, it shouldn't be, but it is. What? That's going to be so helpful in doing orders. Because Marvel, Penguin, Diamond, they have not done this in the past. This is good. This is outstanding. Anyways, King Conan features the Conan of the future. Not our future, his future. The one where he's older and a king. Doing sword stuff. I know I'm not getting this right, but you got Jason Aaron, you got Mahmoud Asrar, the folks who launched the Conan book for Marvel. There's a built-in audience there. You know, check that out. Talk to some folks who might have fallen off the Conan train because this is the Conan book coming out for the next little while here. Darkhold Spider-Man #1, featuring the dark versions of a bunch of Marvel characters while weird, creepy, magic stuff happens. Now, I know a bunch of folks who are a bit miffed, a bit upset that we're doing stuff for Amazing Spider-Man 82 coming out in December 22nd. It's far ways away. When issue 77 is out right now. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks a lot. My solution to all of you out there who's like, yeah, that sucks a lot. Order accordingly. You can stretch and you can twist and you could hurt yourself over all of this. It's not going to change anything if your orders are no different than, say, a monthly series, or not significantly different. You know who's reading Spider-Man by now, probably. Maybe a bit trickier since this is a new run of creators, but you know, stick tight. Don't give them an inch. Just kind of keep doing you. Keep tuning you, kid. Avengers Forever, #1. It's the new multiversal Avengers Squad. Continuing being written by Jason Aaron and joined by Aaron Cooter. Jason Aaron Cooter working on these. It is actually going to be pretty cool, and I think I would say in my heart, mild spoilers for What If. Just go blah 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 or whatever. Cover your ears, remove your headphones, what have you, if you don't want to be spoiled for some What If stuff. So like it has that flavoring in there from those characters, different people from the multiverse coming together to save everything. I really like that. Hawkeye Kate Bishop, #2. Very excited for the first issue to come out. It's going to come out real soon. And I'm so excited for that TV show. My God. The collection of the Hawkeye, Team Hawkeye, the run that the Hawkeye show is based off of has arrived, is just out now. And I'm very happy about that as well. Being able to put it in people's hands, and there's a big show coming out. I think it's important. By the way, got a little bit of a cough. Did get tested. It's a cold. It's the first cold I've gotten in about 2 years. Kind of freaking wild. Ooh, and we're also doing Amazing Spider-Man 83. Hey, we're getting to the end of the year. My goodness. We're putting on that accelerator. Cats and kittens. Making sure that the paper's available. Making sure that we're hitting our stride. Devil's Reign #2. The first one not out yet either, but y'all know that if people have been buying that Chip Zdarsky Daredevil, they've hung on, you're going to do that. You're going to sprinkle a little sweetness on top because some people are going to want to check it out. And then hopefully you can parlay that into future Daredevil. Ooh, Daredevil readers. Wow. Look at you go, adding readers to books. Y'all can do this. I know you can. Ooh, do. Truly, though, the thing that I'm absolutely most excited about is the designations on those. I'm so happy about it. The first collection of this Amazing Spider-Man run is going to be out. Yes, we are placing orders for that with only three issues out on the stands. That said, if you've been reading any of it, you kind of got a feel for what it is. It's pretty fast paced. It's fun. It's got Ben Reilly. It's got Peter Parker. Double the Spider-Mans for your same money. Treat yourself to double Spider-Mans. The Marvel Voices Legacy is a collection of a lot of the anthology series that Marvel's been doing, featuring different creators from different backgrounds. I really enjoy that initiative. The Death of Doctor Strange, X-Men Black Knight crossover. Ooh, I know someone who's going to really want that. I should bug him about that. That's not coming out until January. Oh, we ordering things in advance. My goodness. All right, that's going to wrap up that in a nice little bit. Like I said, there are no there are no Diamond F.O.Cs right now to look at because guess what? Diamond's down. Across the board. Down so hard that no part of their web existence exists. No previews world, no retailer site, no main site, no alliance site, nothing. Gone. Finito. So they're dealing with that, and we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, for those of you who are with Lunar, here's your final order cutoffs for this week. We've got Batman 118 from the new creative team of Joshua Williamson and Jorge Molina. There was some preview art happening for that as well. Also, this Victor Bogdanovic cover that does himself a Todd. That's been very popular for orders. You might want to goose that for your Spawn / McFarlane Spidey boys. I know a lot of them don't usually ask for things in advance, and when they do, they ghost you. That's the legend of Spawn Guy. Spawn Guy will always ghost you eventually. That's just a hard and fast rule of comics retail. Anyways, have some of those for those dorks because they're going to see it and go, oh, that's dope. And then they'll tell you exactly what it's homaging, or as they will say, homaging. Spawn Guy, you're such a goof. The Batman Annual, right here, is going to be, was actually some of the final script pages that James Tynion IV handed in. He was talking about it in one of his newsletters. It concludes the Ghostmaker backup that was running through Batman to start out with. I loved that story. It was very kooky, very wild, definitely anime inspired in terms of kinetic energy. I really like it. Also, the Batman Fear State Omega, which kind of really does wrap up all of Tynion's run in a nice little bow. You want that one specifically for all of your Batman customers for sure, because that will conclude the story that's been running in the regular book. In that regular book. What else do we got? Oh yeah, it's freaking annuals week, baby. Most of these annuals, actually all of these annuals, feature the creative teams behind the books. So as a retailer, make sure your files are getting on those unless you have someone who's very particular about picking and choosing what they like and they do not want annuals. These stories will apply to the main story arcs. In fact, the Detective Comics one is a prelude to the big weekly event happening in January, Shadows of the Bat. The Joker Annual from Tynion and Francesco Francavilla, continuing the story from the Joker's issue 5. Justice League Dark, featuring them backups by Ram V. It's the conclusion of those. It is his swan song as well, wrapping up his Dark run. Sad to see him go, but these things happen. And Nightwing. Oh, Nightwing. Y'all know if your people like the Tom Taylor Nightwing. I'm super excited for One Star Squadron to start. That's a Mark Russell. That's a Steve Lieber doing a goofums in the DC universe, featuring some lower list characters, just trying to do good, fulsome cash. It's going to be a lot of fun, and knowing Mark and Steve, very funny, because we're on the first name basis, right? Haha. Very funny and politically biting. The Robin Annual as well from Joshua Williamson. And Superman Son of Kal-El, also from Tom Taylor. Keeping on that run. And Swamp Thing number 10 is not going to be the end of that run. The book will return for a second season of 6 issues, at least, coming in March. That's when that title reactivates for a new season of stories. Another DC one-shot, 'Tis the Season to Be Freezin'. I do like their little one-shots. They're always a lot of fun. And the Wonder Woman Annual, also by Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad, who have been doing the regular Wonder Woman book. Just got to make sure that all those folks are getting that stuff. World of Krypton from Roberto Venditti and Michael Avon Oming, who is doing 3 books right now. He is a bonkers man. A modern telling of one of the most storied period in comics, Krypton is a utopia admired across the universe for its achievements in science and culture, but its shining towers and regal people conceal a planet rotting at its core. When a catastrophic event befalls Krypton's natural world, it points towards a mass extinction in the making. Jor-El, head of Krypton's revered science council, embarks on a mission to save a world that may have already passed the point of no return, shining new light on famous characters of Krypton's past, including Jor-El, General Druzad, and even a young Kara Zor-El. World of Krypton combines action, cosmic wonder, and political intrigue in a story as much about our world as the one on the page. Like some scientists who basically say, hey, the world is ending if we don't really do something about this, and are largely ignored until the planet explodes and bad things happen. I don't know how that would apply to our times right now, but maybe there's some kind of heart of the story there someone can dig into. Not sure. We'll find out. All right. That is it for this time, because there are no Diamond F.O.Cs to look at. Diamond is a terrible day to have all your database go down. I know you didn't plan for it to happen, but my goodness, you're inconveniencing me specifically right now, and I will not have it. All right. It was a goofums. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. And I'm going to eat something probably. I was doing errands and whatnot until like the second that I sat down to do this. So yeah, time to relax and also work still. So yeah, we'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.